Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Hi, you guys. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I know it's afternoon because I'm later today. It's like 2 o'clock my time, something, or possibly later. I don't know. I lose track of the time so easily. But I know it's evening time for you. So hopefully you're able to watch this before you go to bed. Anyway, so yeah, I was sick yesterday. Wasn't feeling good, nausea, dizzy, headache, the whole 9 yards. I felt like a truck ran me over. So I didn't do anything. I couldn't perform. But today, here I am. And I'm late because I still had to somewhat kind of recover from feeling so lousy the day before. I do get rapid heart rate and all that kind of stuff, and it makes me feel like I'm running a marathon. And then the next day, I have kind of residual non-benefits, I'll say, residual issues with that. There you go. Not benefits. That's the narcissist. Okay, here we go. A little mince of words there. Okay, I want to talk about April 8th. The eclipse is coming, you guys. It's coming along the path of Michigan, so it's going to hit at the bottom mitt. So yes, I will get to see it. Texas is one of the best places. One of the chasers of these situations was on TV. I was listening to him. And so he can go a couple 100 miles, kind of like tornado chasers, and he's going to chase this thing if he needs to. And they have the freeways for him to do it, he said. And that's why he chose Texas. So anyways, it invites introspection and encourages individuals to look inward, to reassess their paths. Uh-oh, that's going to be bad for Meghan and Harry. It amplifies harmony with other people. It's like a forced fresh start with other people in your lives and within your own life. And they say that tens of millions of people will see it. And what else do I have here on my notes? And it is, as you know, on April 8th. It can also block unhealthy situations or people out of your life. And basically, what's hidden in the shadows will come to light. There's that spring dump we've been waiting for. Oh, yes. And another big problem for Meghan and Harry. Budding changes are jarred into fruition. Yeah. So everything's jarring. It's like a forced change on us. And make sure you wear your solar vision glasses. And it's also rooted in Chiron and Aries. And so it will bring, with Chiron, it's like Chiron is like a pain and suffering element to it. And it brings positive personal development, time to set your intentions and manifest the future, you guys. So with Chiron, it's about healing the relationship with yourself, and it also, other sources I was looking at said with other people as well, but mainly it's with yourself, okay? So it's a force jarred into fruition for yourself. So this might force Meghan and Harry to look inward with themselves, and maybe that's part of them going their separate ways, because once you heal, they don't need to play off of each other anymore. Anyways, people okay, here we go. The signs that will feel it the most. Who's going to feel it the most? Are you on the list? That is going to be Aries. Naturally Aries, because it's Chiron and Aries. Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn will feel it the most. So you want to set your intentions and put your vision with it. Best time to do it is morning, evening, when you're in a really relaxed state of mind, just kind of sleepy, going to sleep, and you're starting kind of not, you kind of like put yourself to sleep doing it. And then when you wake up, first thing you do, it's almost like having like a gratitude journal in a way, is putting out, along with the gratitude journal, I would do that too. Every day, start your day with gratitude. What am I thankful for? And then what do I have? That's my blessings. And then also with that, then put out your order. I like to call it it's an order. It's not a request. It's not like a prayer, you guys. So that's where you have to set the intention and the vision with it. It's not asking, it's telling. Just got to set that straight as if it's already happened almost, okay? So that's basically the way you're supposed to do it. So there's that. I wanted to talk about that. So it'd be interesting to pull some cards on that to find out how that's going to go down. But also I do want to touch on what's happening. We do know that Harry's being forced to hand over his documentation. A judge ordered his visa papers to be put out. So that's underway. And then Meghan is trying to find PR people, gurus in the UK to clean up her image. but most of them are turning her down. Several have already turned her down. And that's been in the works for the last few days that I noticed, and I was going to hit that up. But then today when I looked at Twitter, I saw an article where a lot of them have already turned her down. So there you have it. I don't think it's going to work. We know it's not going to work. We know it's just more diarrhea. We know that she's just going to hit another wall. It's just yet another rebranding, a rebranding. She's doing Instagram. Oh, that didn't happen. Oh, she's going to relaunch the TIG. That didn't happen. Oh, she's going to be a superhero in Hollywood. That didn't happen. Oh, then she becomes a voiceover. That went terribly wrong. Then she's going to do fashion, but then the fashion house people won't want to her representing them. That falls through. Then she's going to does a book. That falls through. Then she's trying another book, but they keep turning down her book because it's not juicy enough. It's just too shallow. So everything is hitting a darn wall. Same with this, another wall. So I don't see it happening. It's almost pointless to throw cards on it because it's not going to change anything. You can't be redeeming these people. It's just, there's no way. They're beyond redemption at this point. So it's funny that she can't read the Globe. She needs to read the Globe magazine. Wasn't there a Globe magazine? Anyways, let's throw some cards on how this eclipse, just for fun, a little bit different question for today. How is this eclipse going to affect Meghan? We'll do it separately because they are separate individuals and it's going to affect them separately. So how is it going to affect Meghan? How is Chiron in Aries going to bring out all her pain, and she's going to be forced to look at herself and set new intentions for herself and confront herself? What's going to happen with Meghan? What's going to happen with Meghan with this eclipse? Meghan Markle. What's going to happen with Meghan and the eclipse? Meghan and the eclipse. Probably be drinking a big, tall glass of wine. She doesn't do much else but drink wine and feel sorry for herself. Okay, Meghan's eclipse. What's going to happen with Meghan's eclipse? I would like to look at her horoscope on that day. I think I'm going to do that. Well, everything's come to light. There you go, Meghan. It's coming to bite you. Yes, 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So everything's coming out, hon. This is a spring dump. This is where all the gaslighting comes to fruition, and it's all in her face going, yeah, she did lie. She said there was a castle in the sky for her, and she didn't get that castle. That castle wasn't good enough. But nonetheless, it's the gaslighting is going to come out. Everything she lied about. So that's that spring dump. All her wishful thinking comes crashing down. All her fantasies come crashing down. All her meltdowns get to be total drippy meltdowns. I mean, really bad meltdowns. What else? The ugly truth coming out. Yeah, so that ugly truth's coming out, which is going to be with a 7 in reverse because it's a 7. All the challenging tests that she thought she could do is going to come out that she's failed everything, that she's actually been a failure, that she can't pass a test. There's no uncertainty with Meghan and her gaslighting and her dreams and her future faking and all her wishful thinking and all her delusions. People are just going to see her for a sick, depressed, crazy woman. That's really what they're going to see. Her codependency on fantasy land is going to come crashing down. So it's going to really make her very vulnerable. She's going to feel like she's been completely cut down and she has absolutely no emotional decisions that she can make. Doubting her sanity. Oh, she will be definitely doubting her sanity. It's going to be where she knows she's crazy. Because upright, it kind of makes you feel crazy. You are going to doubt your sanity. It is a maybe card of doubting your sanity because you're faking thing and it's wishful thinking and it's a false message of delusion of options. Well, here she's going to be like, yeah, I have none. I lied. Wow, I am really sick. So she's going to realize it's not even questionable whether or not she's a sick, depressed, crazy person. She's going to know she's sick, depressed, and crazy. And everybody else is going to know it too with certainty. So there you go. Well, you know you're depressed and crazy. Here we go. Next thing, and it's going to bring a lot of conflict for her with the Ace of Swords. So basically, it's like, yeah, that's the truth. It's the truth. It's a breakthrough insight. Yeah, we know that. We kind of figured that. At least I knew that. I've known it from day one, pretty much. And they were talking about Samantha online, about how a lot of people thought Samantha was the crazy one. Samantha was the jealous, crazy sister. I always knew that she was the clear-headed one. So So it was no surprise to me. A lot of people believe the gaslighting. And that's why we see this, because a lot of people believe the false spins and the PR with this upright, you guys. People thought, okay, if that, this is her rebranding cups too. Okay, I'm going to choose this other rebranding cup, another rebranding cup. This latest rebranding and trying to clean up her image in the UK rebranding cup is not going to work either. So this tells me, no, it's not going to work. That rebranding is not going to work, which is going to create a confusion for her, which has been said before with her, is she doesn't understand. This insight's going to be like, well, why this conflict? Why don't they like me? Why can't I have more options? Why are all my options gone? So that's going to be like, what do I do now? So she's going to be focused on starting something, intellectualizing something, and she's going to say, okay, how can I fix this? She will be thinking about, what do I do about this sword energy of the spark of this conflict that I now have? How do I break through this? I don't want to be accountable, because it's honesty and accountability. Ace of Swords. She doesn't want the Ace of Swords. She wants the Ace of Swords in reverse. I want to keep lying, and I want this upright. I want to keep gaslighting and lying and future faking and lying and hope that none of you catch on. But it flipped. It went like this, and then it went like that. And so she is, in a nutshell, screwed. So I'm going to calculate that. That is an 8. 8 comes to 2 of spades. Broken chalice. 2 of swords. Broken chalice in the Magi system. Hello, Magi. If you happen to be watching, bringing up Magi, I did get an email, not an email, a message from him. I forgot to bring this up. This happened several weeks ago. I asked him, how are you doing? First, I kept asking him, are you alive? Are you alive? Hello, are you alive? Finally, he got back to me. His computer was down. He said, yes, I'm alive and I'm well. I'm very well. He just went skiing. I'm like, oh, I just went skiing too. So we talked about skiing. And he said, nope, I'm fit. I'm great. I'm healthy. I said, okay, I'll just tell everyone you're as fit as a fiddle. So Joseph Magi is alive and he's fit as a fiddle. But he would not elaborate on anything. I don't think he's coming back, in a nutshell. I don't think he will come back. There was YouTube problems with monetization, YouTube problems with getting subscribers, and then people being unsubscribed without them even unsubscribing themselves. So this just came since I decided to calculate that. But anyways, in a nutshell, that's how I think the angle is. Maybe he doesn't know what he wants to do, but he didn't want to say anything, but he didn't have anything. He just didn't want to talk about it. So I didn't want to pry and I didn't want to be rude. So there you have it. So yes, that is Broken Chalice Magi system together. So Broken Chalice is, no one's going to want to have anything to do with her. That's like a 2 of Cups in reverse. No dualities, no balance. That is no one's going to want to share anything, emotionally share things with her. And she knows that. So that creates a problem. When no one's willing to share, how are you going to collaborate? How are you going to grow? How are you going to create a business for yourself? You simply can't. So that's a huge problem for her. I'm going to go straight to the center of the deck and start pulling from there. And, ooh, the world's against me. Yeah, the world's against me. We have the World card in reverse. And so once again, that is a value of, as you could see, 21. So then you read it a 1 in backwards and 2 backwards. So 1 in reverse is no new focuses. So she's not going to get the nice starts that everyone else is going to get. She's going to get the negative start. So a lot of falling apart. Her reality is falling apart. Everything she thought was going to be her reality is falling apart. Striving forward is going to fall apart. Any belief she had is going to fall apart. So a lot of falling apart. No new sparks of anything. That's like lack of sparks and pentacles, lack of sparks and wands, lack of sparks and swords, and want all of that. She's not getting the cups either. So that's no new love. That is no new beginnings in any of those categories. So that's like intellectually speaking, emotionally speaking, financially speaking, energetically speaking. That's like complete total failure. So she's going to have a lot of failure because it's the World card. And with the World card in reverse, that is the criminal mind position. Yeah. And people are going to tell her no. So all her crimes are going to come out. People are going to know what she is and who she is. And it's a very psychopathic traits position. Yes. So that's the other part I wanted to get back on, was a lot of narcissists are subclinical Because they have so many traits of psychopathy, they're sort of subclinical psychopaths, according to Sam Bachman. So there you have it. So negative closure, negative conclusion. She's going to have contempt for everyone. So there's lots of, there's just low regard for other people, a lot of contempt, just her attitude, you know, the world owes me. She's beyond redemption. The world saying, no, she doesn't fit in anywhere. You're a criminal and we're not going to work with you. And to her, she's going to think, well, you should just fear me. You should fear me, and I'm going to repeat my cycles because this is unfinished for me. Because she's psychopathic, narcissistic, and she's got this criminal mind, she's going to try to do a wash and repeat. She would like to do a wash and repeat and fake that she has options, but she's going to be unable to fake options. So it's actually a complete closure here for her. Meghan's out. Meghan's done. She is going to literally be done this from here forward, from the eclipse forward. Meghan's year is crashing down on her. Next position here, and it's crashing down on the dualities. Yep, she thinks she can find, it's a conflict for her to find someone. So this is where she's like, well, I need to find someone, or I need to cling on to Harry. I need to cling on to maybe what I have. It creates a conflict for her because now she is trying to get back to the UK. She's trying to keep Harry because Harry doesn't really want her. Harry wants to escape her, but Harry wants to go back. And now she's saying she's willing to go back because she's trying to fix the PR. So she did a little turnaround there, according to my readings, because she lost out on all her options. Her options fell apart. All those new launches didn't come out because she can't work by herself. She has to use other people. She's not willing to pay them what they deserve. No one wants to work with her. Everyone leaves. So now, okay, who am I going to grab onto? Because she can't do anything alone. Let's face it. She is no, if she thinks she is this feminist leader, no way is she. She can't, a feminist leader would not need this. They would not need a Two of Cups. But Meghan always needs that. So let's get down further. And she's unlike, she'll never rebuild. 10 of Wands in reverse. She's never going to rebuild. Never going to rebuild. And no one will help her. Nobody's going to help you, Meghan. No one's going to pull her up by the bootstraps. And we have here Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She has not found her place in this world. She's going to have a total loss of resources. This is greed. This is someone who's not a mother. So the not being a mother is going to come out. Everything's going to come crashing down with this 10 of Wands. The world's going to see her for being a criminal. So she lied about being a mother. She lied about these things. And she didn't have the happy family. Plus, she crashes down every family. Yeah, you live just a couple, an hour, 2 hours from your father, yet you won't go see your father. Yet Harry won't even go see him, yet he'll fly to the UK to see his father and do whatever. It was said online that if Meghan's dad had 50 million, they'd be knocking down his door. But anyways, here I digress here. 10 of Cups in reverse is basically shattered and broken life. Her life is done. What she knew is done. The family reunion celebrations, new home, new baby, any reunions, forget about it. It's not going to happen. It's a negative legacy and a failure. Family failure, marriage failure, any reunion failure, love failure, finding what she's looking for failure, harmonious relationships failure, any happy anniversaries failure, everything a failure, emotional security, total failure, sense of permanence failure, happy ever after failure. Total failure. Meghan will be seen as a criminal failure and that she actually has nothing. She's not what she claims to be. And this is a conflict for her. I said I was all those things. Going down more. She's out of the royal family. She's low on the echelon. She does not hold any weight. We have here the Hierophant in reverse. She thought she'd be Queen Elizabeth 2.0 or Diana 2.0. Not so. So with this position, the Hierophant, she's a rebellion and she has total disregard for social norms. She does not fit in. She's not in a mentor position. She thought she could be that feminist mentor. She will not be a mentor. No one will accept her. She does not accept family. This position does not accept family because they're psychopathic. Very psychopathic narcissist. You can't be the type of person that claims that you're burdened, yet you can help other people. No, she can't do that. And they're not going to help her either. She doesn't have the resources. She'll never have the resources. She doesn't have the resources of the family or the kids. She doesn't even like dogs, okay? They break their legs and stuff. So very psychopathic, antisocial with the Hierophant, total rebellion. Basically, her core beliefs are all about herself. She doesn't take advice from other people. Upright, you're willing to take advice by your elders, okay? Top hierarchy elders. Here, she won't do that. That's why in the UK, in the newspaper today, they said, no, 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 because she will not take or accept advice. Boom, boom, there it is in the cards. No, she doesn't. That's why she doesn't fit in. That's why every family falls apart. She thinks she should be like this and family should be like that. I'm going to tell you what to do and you're all beneath me and I'll come by when I feel like it. That's kind of like her energy. So reverse, reverse. And she's been free. She's been free from all these things. She's out of every relationship. So basically this is, I'm trapped. No one's going to be trapped with Meghan. Everyone's going to be set free. She's set free. Basically, she's going to basically, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, have to take control. She's going to play that she is, you know, free from all this control of the family, or she's going to be free from feeling like she has to do something and she's trapped in her head, which she did to herself. But this is total freedom here. So she's going to be free from that. The eclipse is going to free her from all her efforts of trying to, in a toxic way, level herself up. It's going to be total freedom. Everyone's going to be free from her. And she has to accept it with the Five of Wands in reverse. Put down her wand, just accept it and swallow her pride. Everyone's free from her. Sorry, no one's going to allow you to start fires anymore. She can't go on social media. She can't start stuff because that's how she gets people to be trapped with her in social media, all the fake PR moves. I trap you with my drama. Well, we have been free from your drama, Just accept it and swallow your pride. No more drama. No more, because we know there is no changing Meghan. Meghan will not change. She's got a psycho brain. It's not going to change. So with these antisocials, narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic individuals aren't going to change. This is for neurotypicals. But anyway, she is just not going to change. There is no new perception for her. There is no surrendering for her. Basically, the decisions are made and it's done. There's nothing she can do. She cannot make any critical decisions with the Hangman in the upright position. She cannot see things from a different lens. This is why no one will work with her, because you cannot change her mind. She cannot accept anything new. She can't surrender her thoughts and adopt someone else's perspective or a better idea on how to handle, so that she can get back to being in the family and accept it and get back in and clean up her image. She lives on the drama and catching you in her fire. That's what she wants. But it's never going to happen here. And so that's why the Hangman was in reverse, and why everyone's saying no, nothing's ever going to change for Meghan, period. So there's that walking away. The Eight of Cups, the grifter. The grifter's going to grift. The grifter's going to find what the grifter needs. It's going to be too painful, emotional, so she's going to think the grass is greener somewhere else. So the Eight of Cups is the grass is greener somewhere else, and I'm going to leave and I'm going to walk away. And I'm so dissatisfied. I'm not empowered. I'm leaving so I can go find some empowerment somewhere else. So she's going to leave that fiery cup that's no use to her now, and she's going to walk. She's going to walk, and she's going to have to accept and say goodbye and let go. And this is where she's going to be like, okay, it's done and over with at this point. So this is what's going to happen. Probably this will be from now until 12 months now. We're going to see all of this here, as well as with the eclipse. It's not going to be immediate, but it just will all unfold. So the end is here, and she's going to have to walk away because nobody loves Meghan. Ace of Cups in reverse. Only Meghan loves Meghan herself. She's a very repressed, self-focused, platonic individual, very superficial, shallow, emotional connections to others. It's time to go, let go. No one loves you here. Just love yourself and walk away. The grass is greener somewhere else. And that's what she's going to do. She can't manifest. So everyone else, I said here, with it, you can manifest and bring things to fruition, except if you're Meghan Markle, because we have the Magician in reverse. It's not going to happen, because it's self-focused fraud. It's uncommitted, and it's going to be blocked. It will be blocked for Meghan, and it's coming to the end of the road for her. It is the wheels off, crash and burn. End game comes to an end. It's the end of the road. Poor health, poor vigor. She's exhausted. She exhausted herself out. So she's burning herself out, totally burning herself out. She won't be able to do the traveling and all that. All that's coming to a halt too. She won't be able to change anything, create change, movement, action, nothing. Full stop, unachievable with the Page of Wands in reverse. All her plans are falling apart. All her lies and deceit, everything's falling apart. Nobody's her friend. This is not someone that has friends with the Page of Wands in reverse. Page of Wands upright has a lot of friends to pick them up and help them. Meghan doesn't have that. She's not your friend. This position, not your friend. Flat personality. She lacks a true self, emotional immaturity. She lacks enthusiasm. She's going to lack enthusiasm, lost vigor with the Chariot in reverse because she cannot get what she wants. She can't manifest it, and she can't lie, and she can't act. Even her acting is coming to a crash and burn because the Magician card's an acting card too. So no one's going to hire her for any acting either. So that suits a rerun where she was putting it out there that she was going to be back on Suits, and they were making way for her and creating a whole storyline for her. Oh, that didn't come to fruition either. That was all fake. So all of this is unachievable. Revenge is unachievable because a Chariot is getting revenge. It's about getting some revenge there. And it's also about splitting black and white thinking and getting revenge. Here, no, she can't. She can't win, can't create, can't manifest, no acting, total exhaustion, absolutely no changes. And she's going to have to accept it. This is an arrest. I've been arrested. She could get arrested for the criminal behavior with the World card we have here because that's the crime card. So there could be an arrest or some legal problems coming her way of things that she did in the past with the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords in reverse is this is back to having to accept what she doesn't want to accept. So basically you're done. And we have here the Four of Cups. She's dissatisfied. She's going to become very avoidant. She's going to avoid people right here. I would say she's going to totally avoid people because she crashed and burned so ruthlessly hard. She's going to crash and burn, but she's going to try to balance herself through isolation because the Temperance is getting balance here, and it's paired with the Balance card here. So through avoidance, she's going to try to get her equilibrium back. And then she's going to try to think, how can I negotiate with people when I'm up to it, when I feel up to it? Because it is also a card of negotiation. So she's going to try to avoid extremes by staying self-isolated and avoid everyone. So she might be pulling kind of like what Amber Heard did, which she's very histrionic, Amber Heard is. And she's very much like Amber Heard 2.0, not Diana 2.0, but Amber Heard 2.0. So she could end up pulling that, where avoidance is the way to balance out her energy so that she can carry on without doing something crazy to herself. And then we have here, then she's going to try to negotiate with herself. Okay, I'm avoiding everyone. I need to negotiate with myself here as to what my next path is going to be. And extreme loneliness with the Hermit and reverse. And she feels extremely lonely being with just Harry with that position. The path with Harry has been very lonely because they haven't acquired friends and stuff. So I don't think she's going to want to stay with him because there's this conflict with Harry here. We have the Two of Cups. There's a conflict. Keep staying with Harry because she doesn't like it. He's not enough for her. It's not enough fuel. She needs people. She needs business. She needs to rise up. She needs to rise up from the ashes. You know, she needs that. She needs to be that Queen of Wands upright where she's bold, assertive. She wants to be Queen of Pentacles upright. She wants to be Queen of Swords, calling the shots. She thinks she's the Hierophant top mentor. You know, she thinks she's the idealistic person and the Empress of nurturing, gentle energy. She's none of those things. So it's an extremely lonely life, this path that she chose to go down with Harry, who happens to have wash and repeat behavior, and there's no knowledge gained. Everything they did on her path, she learned nothing by it. Her path was stupid. Just read it like that. My path was stupid. She should have finished. This is the I learned from my lessons card, the Page of Pentacles, because they're able to go down the right path. They study, they look at themselves. They're able to self-correct, I would say, that Page of Pentacles, because Page of Pentacles upright is intelligent, younger energy that learns their lessons and is able to redirect themselves. But she can't do that. She can't do that. She doesn't have enough intellect and wisdom to learn from her path. So this is why she will do a wash and repeat. And if she stays with Harry, it's going to continue to be nothing but a wash and repeat, where there's absolutely no intellect there. There's no knowledge there. And they keep screwing up over and over and over and over. Same thing with the World card I had here in reverse. That's wash and repeat. Just we're cycling over and over. It's the hamster wheel of problems. They're just the hamster wheel of problems, and that's how they've made their money. That's how they have survived so far. That's how they've kept in the limelight, and it's all crashing down. They would love to do another wash and repeat on the path, but from the other cards, it's coming to an end. Nothing's going to work, and it never will. So it's coming to a closure here. Another night falling on its head, and not academic, not studious, not learning, not moving forward, moving backwards. Just literally moving backwards in life. And not able to drop. I see this as with her, dropping Pentacles was her drip feeding us with her information, with her ways. This was her job. Her job was to drip feed news stories about her. That was her job. That's coming to a closure. And there we go, the Tower, a shocking ending, a shocking major event. Oh God, now I have to rebuild. But then I had that Ace of Swords with that problem, like, oh God, I've got this new conflict about people wanting me. How am I going to rebuild when I've got Two of Cups in reverse and nobody wants me? I can't do work when I have this shocking event hit my life. So that's that spring dump. And it's coming to a negative fate, negative closure here. And it's also with the Wheel in reverse is return to your values. So the only way she can rebuild herself is to go back to her value system of how her good value system. She might have some still lingering in there to rebuild herself, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So total crash and burn. It's the end year for Meghan. I'll just call this 2024 is the total crash and burn of Meghan Markle. Where are my times? Wow, I'm really into this. Maybe I should stop this now and come back, and then I will do Harry. How's that sound? In case someone doesn't want to continue on, they can watch it the next day. So I will shut this down for now, and then I'm going to restart, and then I'm going to do Harry. So see you soon on the other side, the next video. If you like this, like and subscribe. Until next time, bye you guys.